How Twitter makes money. What started out as a curious question of mine led me down a dark path, much darker than you believe. A way in which it affects all of us. But for all this to make sense, we need to travel back in time, before Elon Musk. It's 2006. A group of 4 lads came together to start the infamous Twitter. Noah Glass, Biz Stone, Evan Williams, and more famously, Jack Dorsey, who sold his first tweet as an NFT back in 2022 for $2.9 million. The 4 set out to create a less censored version of Facebook, a place where people could come together and say what's on their mind with zero restriction in what you can and can't say, which in modern day is biting famous people in the ass. With times changing, you have to be more careful than ever what you say. People are being prosecuted for tweets they sent back in 2008, ruining their careers. Twitter was the first real app which allowed people to make posts and talk about what's going on in their lives. Its only real competition was Facebook, that was only 2 years into its journey as well. Twitter had an empty field to run with, so many directions to take, but later we come to find out, they chose the dark, unlit path, with nothing but mystery and potential corruption. Jack Dorsey, born November 19th, 1976, grew up fascinated by big cities and how people communicated. Growing up, Jack said he wanted to learn code to be able to visualize cities, see them, and play with them. He spent hours learning code and became a master. Jack started out in software that specialized with the running of New York City. 2000, an idea struck Jack. He wanted to be able to connect people, connect the city with people, but there was one problem. Mobile phones weren't really a thing. He wanted to be anywhere and share what's happening and also take on what other people were doing. The timing unfortunately was off and a few years went by. 2006, Jack met Biz Stone and Evan Williams, who helped build Blogger, and also saw and felt connected with Jack's vision. All they had to do was just add a real-life SMS aspect to an app. And that's exactly what they did. Release Twitter to allow people in real time to post about where they were and what they were doing, so others can see, and then it just spiraled from there. And Jack said himself, the users did the rest. Now, free applications normally make money in one of 3 ways: in-app purchases, advertising, or selling your data. Jack and the team's initial vision wasn't necessarily to make millions of dollars, let alone billions with the app. It started out as more of a passion project, turning their visions into reality. But little did they know, the rocket was about to take off. For a little while, the team got by with almost no revenue. They were using the original funding they had to get by, keeping the cost to a complete minimum. They were the complete opposite to a normal company looking to make millions. But inevitably, as more and more people downloaded the app, the daily users increased. Twitter had no choice but to start making money. They needed revenue to invest in better servers, hire a bigger team, innovating on their original idea. So, soon after releasing Twitter, introducing advertising, swiftly followed by selling data, and finally in-app purchases. And in 2023, having over 6 different money streams, which we'll get onto that. But first, let's discuss the most evil one of all. Do you ever get them random phone calls? People from different countries trying to sell you an iPhone, insurance, cover for something. In modern times, it seems like every single day we get a call off some random person selling us something. We're left wondering to ourselves, how on earth did these people get our numbers? Well, Twitter was one of the first apps to ever introduce this money-making revenue. You see, when you sign up for an app, Twitter to be exact, you have to fill in questions. Normal questions like your name, address, age, questions I like because I know all the answers to. And finally, your phone number. But here's the thing, Twitter doesn't need your phone number. It has nothing to do with the app. They don't send you messages or sell you anything through your number. Instead, they pile all the phone numbers up together and sell them off for millions of dollars to these scammy companies that ring you non-stop. That's how they get your number, through big apps like Twitter when you sign up. But this is only the beginning. And what's next will have been staring at you straight in the face all along. You're scrolling Twitter, you come across a brand you like, click their page and end up dropping a follow. You close yourself off 10 seconds later, forgetting you ever followed them. But the next day, 5 new followers, 20 new followers. You think you're becoming famous, when actually Twitter, although never been proven, but like most social media apps, have a system in place to then get hundreds of other, sometimes scammy businesses following your account, all because you followed that one account. You get bombarded with messages being sold products and services. You get sick of all them that you close down the app. As time goes on, it seems like they lose track of their original message. Money dominates their original vision, and the app gets washed up and becomes old news. And Twitter was facing the same thing until the savior came out of nowhere. November 29th, 2021, Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and its original founder, announces his departure from Twitter, and he would re-sign immediately. Jack had many reasons for his departure, but his main ones were the ones that opened my eyes to something. Remember Jack's original idea? He wanted people to be able to connect in real time and show off where they were, originally make no revenue, and it was about his passion project. But as the company grew, more revenue streams were introduced. People almost abused the platform to say some outrageous stuff. Famous people were being banned constantly. Jack felt the original message had been lost and things were changing. So it was time he sold up and moved on. But now, this is where stuff gets interesting. Mr. Elon Musk, aka the richest man in the world. Alongside his enormous amount of wealth, Elon Musk has a pretty comical no fucks given side to him that the public, well, fell in love with. Which it's reported Elon Musk to be worth over $300 billion. On October 27th, 2022, the public got what they wished for. Elon Musk had officially bought Twitter for almost $60 billion. Straight away giving access back to all the people that the Matrix had tried taking down and banning. Andrew Tate and Donald Trump, just some of the names that were introduced back on the platform. Twitter seemed to be reborn, almost competing with the front runners TikTok and YouTube. Elon Musk wanted to bring back free speech, allowing people in respect to say what they wanted, and that's exactly what he did. But the downfall hit almost straight away, and Elon Musk instantly regretted his purchase and already wanted out. In 2023, Twitter has 6 different revenue streams that allows the company to generate income, to improve the business, and give the app its valuation of $60 billion. The 3 we already spoke about, advertising, in-app purchases, and data selling, but then we get onto the more interesting ones. For example, subscription services. Twitter introduced something called Twitter Blue, which provides users with additional features such as the ability to undo tweets and organize their favorite accounts into folders. To me, it just seems like a complete money grab. A big revenue stream that will make Twitter millions or billions with no overheads. Alongside this, they have partnerships with other brands. And finally, e-commerce, which allows people to buy and sell things within the app. Totaling 6 different revenue streams for Twitter to make money with in 2023. Since 2006, Twitter has kept up with being one of the biggest social media apps, innovating, improving, staying up to date with other apps, being the land of free speech, being sold for over $60 billion. But the thing is, in 2023, with it being impossible to say anything, the app could be heading for a dead end that even Elon Musk can't save. Are they cashing out now, making as much money as possible before the app burns out? Who knows? But I know one thing for sure. The app certainly changed from its original meaning in 2006. I've been Harvey Heggs, and on this channel we discuss everything money, scams, power and corruption in mini movies and documentaries style. So subscribe if you want to see more of that. And also if you want to see me on screen going out making money, talking to some of the highest business owners, then you can go click on my other channel right here. Or if you're serious about making money and want to learn more, click this video right here.